Easter eggs, secret references people put into things to give those who understand the reference something to laugh about, an inside joke if you will. Most often these inside jokes reference other pop culture icons from books, history, gaming, and of course TV and movies. Skyrim is no different. It has countless Easter eggs to discover, so this is the top 5 TV and movie references you might not have seen on your travels around the snowy harsh wilds of Skyrim. Number 5, Galaxy Quest. A comedy television show from the late 90s about the cast of a fictional TV show whose help is required by aliens. Not the greatest TV series of all time, but manages to get a nod from a Skyrim developer in the game. Travelling up north on your way to the College of Winterhold, you may be tempted to stop for a hot meal at the local town's inn, Frozen Hearth Hall. Immediately as you enter, however, Nelikar, an Altmer sorcerer and former member of the college, banned for some of his more unsanctioned experiments, is talking to the innkeeper, or being shouted at by the innkeeper, for something he's done. It seems he is not letting his dismissal from the college slow him down. The innkeeper can be heard complaining about the experiment he has been conducting at the inn, saying,
"Like some monster was turned inside out and then exploded."
The line is from the TV series Galaxy Quest. After beaming up a pig lizard, the animal is inside out and the line is mentioned in the show. Number 4, Indiana Jones. A classic movie franchise which you have probably seen, but might not have noticed the subtle reference in Skyrim. Head over to Whiterun and join the Companions to find this movie reference. One of the members here, Aethys, a Dunmer warrior, member of the Companions and resident of Jorrvaskr, will say something you may recognize from the Indiana Jones movie Temple of Doom. In the movie, Indiana Jones is talking to Shortround, who asks what is Sankara, and he replies,
"Fortune and glory, friend. Fortune and glory."
Almost the exact line you can hear in the movie. Number 3, Shawshank Redemption. A classic movie, so no surprise to see it referenced in the game. However, it can be easy to miss if you're not looking for it. Back at Winterhold, a little further north though, inside of the college, you will meet Enthir. Now, Enthir is a Bosmer sorcerer living on the second floor of the Hall of Attainment, in the College of Winterhold. When meeting him for the first time, he claims to be able to obtain hard-to-find items, and instructs you to meet him in his quarters to conduct business discreetly. At one point during the conversation with him, you ask him, "I understand you're an elf who knows how to get things done." Of course, a quote from Shawshank Redemption, where Andy asks Red, "I understand you're a man who knows how to get things." And Red says, "Yeah, I've been known to locate certain things from time to time." So an easy to miss reference, but a cool one in the game. Number 2, Star Trek. A TV show you may or may not watch, but you definitely know what it is, and the show actually has several Easter eggs referenced in the game. One of those is a line from Star Trek Next Generation. Iverstead is a town going through some economic hardships, bandits on the road stopping trade, bears disrupting the local logging supply. One of the town's most affected citizens is called Temba. Now, Temba Whitearms is a Nord citizen of Iverstead who owns the town's sawmill. She fears losing her sawmill due to the bears claiming that they scratch trees with their claws, therefore degrading the quality of the wood, and this forces her to spend time looking for unharmed trees further and further away from Iverstead. Because of this, she will offer you a reward if you bring her 10 bear pelts. She also becomes a potential candidate for marriage after you bring her the pelts as well, so she's quite a well-known NPC. Anyway, her name Temba Whitearms was not chosen at random. In fact, her name itself is the Easter egg. In Star Trek Next Generation episode called Darmok, there is an alien who only speaks in allegories, who repeatedly says, "Temba his arms wide," a reference that made its way into Skyrim. Number 1, Star Wars. The most famous sci-fi movie of all time and has countless pop culture references, so no surprise to see it in the frozen Nordic wasteland of Skyrim. East of Winterhold, you might happen upon a fairly nondescript cave called Bleak Coast Cave. Inside, there's not much to see except for some frost trolls, but one thing that may catch your eye at the back of the cave is a skeleton hanging upside down and a sword sticking in the ground. Anyone who has seen Star Wars will recognize this reference. During Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, Luke finds himself trapped by a Wampa in a cave and uses the Force to reach his lightsaber when he's stuck on the roof, and he will use his lightsaber to cut himself down. The troll in the cave plays the role of the Wampa. Trolls do look quite similar, and the scene itself looks almost identical to the movie. Although the character in Skyrim clearly doesn't have the Force, his sword remains in the ground and only his skeleton remains. Maybe why the cave is called Bleak. But an awesome reference in the game, and not the first time it's been mentioned in an Elder Scrolls game. It appeared in the Morrowind expansion Blood Moon and looks almost identical to the Skyrim one. So there we have it, 5 awesome movie and TV references you might have missed in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. There are plenty more pop culture references and Easter eggs in the game, along with tons of secrets, so I will probably make more of these top 5s as it was a lot of fun to see them in the game. If you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily Skyrim and Fallout videos. And with that being said guys, stay awesome as always, and I will see you all in the next video.